It's because the ESO guild I'm in, there's a lot of oofing.
When I play ESO,
I'm pretty
I also
over
go
oof myself, to be honest. I'm not over Neil. Neil, you can oof all you want, but
When Neil does like a slightly out of date meme, he does it with a cheeky smile, and it kind of warms the heart.
You want to say I'm kawaii.
Speaking of, the giant shark's going to attack you.
Nice. Nice.
Noise.
Ooh, heavens above.
Splices.
I don't need this. The shark attacks you almost frenzied with a frenzy veil, but you manage to use the corner to your advantage, and there is sort of engravings and indents and things to avoid getting chomped on. Next up is Knight.
That's about the level of my thought processes at the moment. Go giant dice cup.
Remember when this show used to be 4 hours long? How did you handle it?
I didn't, basically.
Played characters who didn't speak for a reason.
Yeah.
You can tell with
I'm
melodies.
assuming a
That's a
20
hit.
is a hit.
That is a hit, yes.
It's
That's good.
doing work today.
Giant magical dice cup is not troubled by water.
No.
It's ethereal.
don't forget the other shark is dead.
Yeah, the shark
You're right.
behind me.
You're right. That's my bad. Sploosh.
Knight is just going to stand up here. And I've just established this doesn't work, so what am I going to do? I'm going to do it again. I'm throwing a magical card at the big shark.
Yep. That one does strike true.
Used
Yay.
magical lamination this time.
Yep. Yeah. It's not got the best damage die ever, let's be honest.
I've seen better.
Yeah.
Do-do-do-do-do.
It's always the worst when a girl says that, isn't it?
I wouldn't know. So Knight gets bitten by the smaller shark. That is also still quite large. And will take 15 piercing damage. It just charges up to you, swipes you up off the ground. The ground here, of course, like it sends up all that dust and like sand as it does underwater, and just starts biting you, and you see the blood permeate through the water.
Considering how easily the other one died, I wasn't expecting this to be quite that damaging.
That was a heckin' chunky bite. Also blood frenzy. Don't know what it does, but I know they have it.
Veil.
Something in the back of my mind warns me. I'm going to go ahead and attack with the spike chain. Swing. At the big boy.
Uh-huh. That's a hit.
And then I'm going to stab right in his nose. Old Faithful.
Yeah. The attack through the chain, it just seems to be getting angrier and angrier as it's kind of lodged there in the side of the door trying to chomp up at you.
Good. Hopefully it'll get angry and swim away and decide I'm not worth eating. It's got scars. It's done it before. Do it again, dude. Come on.
That's a hit.
Not worth it.
Gilwyn.
Weird.
I'm going to put my hands over Indira's ears and cast Shatter right there.
Okay.
It's going to hurt everybody else's ears. I'm going to cast it at 3rd level as well.
Whoa.
Oh, fuck!
There's this almost boom under the water, and there's like shock waves that get rippled out. Okay.
Can I just point out, this could technically kill me.
It won't
Really?
hit you. 10-foot radius sphere.
Oh, where's he putting it?
He can
Oh.
easily put it in a place where it doesn't hurt you.
Okay, good, yeah. I thought you said he was hitting everyone else. I
You're
was
gonna
like,
hear it.
No.
It's gonna hurt your ears.
Oh, yeah, okay, fair enough.
They both failed despite considerable cons mods.
fuck to the yes.
So that's a 5d8.
It's 4d8, right?
Is Shatter level 2?
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought it was
4d8
level
is.
3.
No,
You said you were casting it level
yeah,
casting it
he's
at level
casting a
3,
level 2
level
spell
2.
at level 3.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that confused me as well. Yeah, that's.
I always forget that
that's
Shatter's
brutal.
level 2. Yeah.
Sorry about that.
No, it's brilliant. And that sort of thing where the sharks are sort of knocked out of place. Like, sharks are masters of their domain. They're never a fin out of place, but they're like rocked around as the water sort of. And all the seaweed and stuff. And the smaller fish get fucking knocked all over the place. Don't even talk about that. Do you want to do anything else on your turn, Mr. Gillen?
Nah, that'll do.
Indira.
All right. So around me, what do I see? Do I see any like wall sconces or any of those inexplicable fucking like circles of metal that hang off the walls in castles?
It's the you're standing in the door frame. That's how big giants are. You're standing in the front door frame where the doors are kind of hanging off the walls where they would have been burst open by like sea pressure and sea currents and things. On the doors there would be those knockers.
Okay.
That's what you're talking about, right?
Yep. I would bring Gil over to wherever the door is and place his hand on the knocker so that he could like hang out there and risk the attack of opportunity to come over here, which is 5 feet less than what I could normally do. Is that okay? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know how much I
No,
suffered
that's you would have been able to get like there, but that still gives a what's it? So that's still good.
Okay.
But
I
the
will do
smaller
that.
shark will get to bite at you. What's your AC
Yep.
right now?
15.
I just want to point out, knocker is slang for tit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, sure is.
Just so we know.
Dare
that's
let you
everyone.
grab the knocker.
He's like, just grab the knocker, Gil, and you're like, okay.
So the shark does bite you as you go past for 12 piercing damage, halved because raging. And then, what do you want to do?
We are gonna axe this man.
It's actually a shark. You have
Oh,
advantage.
whoops. You're right.
Is it a male shark?
I always do this.
Don't think any of you
Why
have
didn't
advantage
it
in
do it?
sexing sharks.
Oh my, I'm so sorry about this. Anyway.
That's a hit.
Okay. Let's go. All right, and then I'm gonna hit him again.
You do.
And then the lightning damage. One.
One. Single one.
It's
Alright.
a warning shock.
It's a war.
Static electricity.
Swim away, bro. Just
The
swim
shark
away.
is gonna turn around, the giant shark. And Vale's like, yeah, I deterred it. And then it just launches trying to bite Indira and hits.
Yeah, guys, I blinker in that match that I can't see more than 15 feet.
Yep. Yep.
That's my tunnel vision, by the way.
I get it. So that's going to be 17 piercing damage,
Jeez.
which is halved because rage.
Oh, I thought that you meant that.
No,
the 17
I don't half it after the fact.
Okay, so just 8 then.
Yeah. And then it's Knight's turn.
Out comes the rapier, stab to the nose. I hope.
It's a hit.
A fine hit.
A fine strike.
It's not down, I assume.
No.
The dice cup is going to move its 20 foot up behind the smaller shark. It's coming to help me. Screw Van, it's coming to help me now.
Oh, was it helping me?
Yes.
Yes, like a lot. Like
It was
a
doing
lot.
quite considerable damage, thank you very much.
That is a hit.
It's now going to do like no damage. It's going to roll a 1. I wasn't far
Close.
wrong.
Every little bit of damage helps
Does.
when fighting a shark. That shark is now going to fight back. And does hit. You stab the shark. The stab bites you.
Did you just say the stab bites you?
I might have. I'm full word salad recently.
That was full on word salad.
For
stab the
12
shark.
piercing damage.
Oh, flip's sake. This is
Stab the
I hate it when I fill up on word salad before the word entrees get there. Sorry.
You
It was
word
really
salad
bad.
did that.
Ah, Vale.
Is that your fault?
Inception!
What?
Nothing. Go. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Vale.
Doxy, you're derailing us. No. I'm gonna
Like we needed more of that.
attack the little baby shark with the spike chain. Schwung.
You're not within range of that one.
That's 10 foot, mate.
Not actually. Because it's a melee weapon, it uses the squares, doesn't it? So 10 foot is there or...
That's
Or
10
there.
foot.
Yeah. So you
Oh,
need to
okay.
move up. You can move between the two sharks and not get an opportunity attack. I
Mm.
mean, they have advantage if they chose to fight you, but you'll kill it before that happens, right?
Yeah. I called you a bluff, boy. And let me see. I could move to there. Not, not
that
quite.
shark would bite you. Actually,
Why are you hell-bent on
It would
taking
bite you.
advantage away from me?
I definitely don't have a vendetta against you for anything that you may not have said about Gilwin. No, I kid. I'll just stab that.
Vale just watched Gilwin touch your knocker.
What a fucking nice guy. She won't fuck me. I hope she
Right,
dies
right,
by
right.
shark.
Vale is a teenage elf. Reminder.
Very reasonable.
Which one are you attacking? The smaller one? Or
don't you always do that when someone rejects you? They rejected me. Feed him to a shark.
Feed them to the shark. And I will stab Big Boy with Old Faithful. Schwung! Schwung!
There you do. Good on you. So during that giggling fit, Vale decapitated a shark.
Nice.
I'm glad you knew it was a
Stealing the
decapitation.
kill from Knight.
Saving Knight from what was clearly a hard battle.
Gilwin.
Right then. I am going to, I think. Ooh. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt on this giant fucking fish.
You're
That's
not
right.
wrong, it is a giant fish.
Yeah.
It's an insult. It's not a shark, it's a fish.
Okay.
Well, fish are shark.
Yeah, but if I
Sharks
was
are
a,
fish.
if I was a shark, I'd want to be called a fucking shark.
Do you want to roll your attack, please? I got places to be.
No, you don't.
It's here. I don't go very far.
Please tell me that hits. Please tell me.
It does not hit.
Lock it, dude.
Too late
He
now.
said please.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
It's too late.
Which leads, unless you want to do something else with your turn, Gilwin.
Nah, I'm keeping my hand firmly on this knocker.
Indira, it's your turn.
Right. I will swim around this way. And I will keep my advantage. Thank you very much, Vale.
Form of flirting, right?
Playing hard to advantage.
Yeah, dancing around the shark. You know what that means. All right.
The Great White. That's a hit.
Boosh. Oh, yeah. And then
And
again.
how do you want to kill the shark?
To overkill.
I mean, she
I
is
want-
raging.
I want it to actually be that they're in water and she's lightninging, right? And it goes to chomp down on her, but electricity just arcs off of her axe and kills it.
And you see the skeleton of the shark for a few seconds, like a cartoon. And then the burnt shark carcass floats to the top of the chamber with a soft thump.
And she would just make eye contact with Vale and like shrug.
And shrug. Wow.
That's what their relationship has become.
As she falls out of rage. Can we communicate with each other?
They can talk. They
Okay.
them talking is a little more like you can converse quite brilliantly. You could exert poetry if I wasn't word salad right now. But they have a little bit of trouble, but they can. Whoa. Yeah, there's a bit of that. There's a bit of struggle.
I'm gonna hand my healing potion over to Knight.
Sorry, I was doing maths when you said that, and it just completely threw off my brain.
Healing potion.
Sorry.
Night was. Thank you. I think it would be quite difficult to drink it at the moment, though. I will.
Gonna have to make a suction and tip your head back.
If you get into trouble, it's better to try, right?
Yes, quite. And Knight will actually look at the giant shark corpse floating against the ceiling and just sigh as much as he can and say, "It almost seems a shame to kill such a magnificent beast, but, well, I would rather it be dead than we be dead." So
Hurts me to kill anything of the sea, but I offered them food. They didn't want it.
apparently we are more of a delicacy than the small fish in your net. Yes, indeed. Anyway, that went rather well for the first time I've ever had to fight underwater.
Well, don't relax just yet. I'm sure there's more fighting to be done in here.
Quite. I was trying to conserve my energy as much as possible. Unfortunately, I just ended up with me getting bitten, but... well,
What
you know.
could possibly be down here that is worse than that shark?
Would you like the list?
Yes, I would.
There's an awful lot of things down here that could be worse than that.
Yes,
I mean-
one of them is me.
Zombie
What is worse than
giants,
me?
ghosts,
Down here.
round sailors, those evil merfolk. I think they're called something different. Krakens, giant octopuses, that sort of thing.
You're so superstitious.
So, about this wand.
Right, yes. I suspect
Small wand, big place. Perhaps we start
yeah.
looking.
it is one for a giant, I suspect, so it is probably quite hefty for us.
For
Perhaps
you, maybe. And then she starts looking.
What have I done to deserve this skill?
Still holding to the knocker, I like shrug, kick off.
Oh shit!
Swim my
She's
ear.
grabbing her. She's grabbing her net. She'll go back. She'll go back for Gil.
Oh, I was fine to swim by myself for a bit.
Yeah, you can.
Okay, all right, that's fine then.
You,
she
you
won't.
can,
Well,
you
she
know,
would though, because you didn't communicate that to her, and yeah, so she would go back.
you
for
come back to Gilwyn trying to swim on his own. Quite
And it's
pathetically.
like adorable.
Yeah.
He's just like upside
All right, you feel free to explore if you want. Oh no. Fucking hell.
Don't worry, Gil. I've got you. I've got you.
I tell you what, the CGI in this show is coming
Thank God for this green screen.
Ollie, I would like to confirm something. On the map, I can see a big thing down here. should I be able to see a big thing down here?
You can see something, you know, when
I
you
can see
look down.
something.
You can see that there's some
no.
undersea plant life that's glowing. I mean, this is glowing. You can kind of see something. You could give me a perception check, I suppose.
Yeah, okay.
Is that's a plant?
No, that's
That's
not
a
a
plant.
most
Yeah.
definitely
That's
not a plant.
this whole area is because whenever I use battle maps, it's only a part of the description. This whole area is coated in coral and sea flora.
Glowing plants, though. You
Yeah.
said.
Yeah.
I can very much see what that is.
Not only can you see what this is, you know what this is.
It's carnivorous, I can tell you that from the teeth.
Yeah, I was about to say. It doesn't look pleasant or friendly.
It definitely isn't. What has features of a crab and a squid and kind of a dog is a creature called...
Ollie?
Hello?
Creature called Ollie? Got him?
Not nice. You're a very handsome boy, Ollie.
There's a creature called a chul.
It sounds kind of cute.
It's
It
quite...
doesn't look cute, but it's kind of...
You know that they are undersea creatures that usually follow some kind of leader. When they do so, they're linked telepathically and they're very, very strong and powerful. In general, they're quite strong. They're brutish frontline combatants for undersea armies. But looking at that one over there, you can see it kind of looks like it's just kind of like mindlessly pinching up at the air at something above it. It's probably not part of any army. It's probably just a wild one. In fact, you kind of think you can see another one in the gloom.
Okay. So Knight moves back towards the others, speaking very quietly. You know that list of undersea creatures we were discussing? One more addition that is over there. And he explains what Ollie has just said, and then will immediately cast a 3rd level aid on the 3 of you. Just because it lasts for 8 hours, so I might as well now while we're out of combat.
Extra 10 HP, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I will take it.
Come and get your aid.
Oh, yeah?
Shall we take care of those creatures now while they are unaware of us?
It would be good if I could get a drop on them, but not entirely sure how one does that underwater.
I'm not exactly sneaky, even down here, so...
True. Front-on battle, then? What is the term? Not front-on.
Pitched battle.
Pitched battle, that's indeed.
Perhaps I could see whether I could get a free hit on one?
Yes, that would be ideal. If you're going to do that, Knight will give you Blessing of the Trickster.
Okay. I would like to sneaky boy.
Give me a stealth roll with advantage.
Is it with advantage?
You just
I'm
got Blessing of the
underwater.
Trickster.
Just checking.
Yeah, no, it's more of a slowness.
Okay, cool.
Poke around.
Poke around. Poke.
Slide to the right.
I mean, given that I don't want Vale to have to fight these things on his own, Knight would slowly start to make his way up as well, like at a good distance.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Feel
Indira
free.
and Gil, too.
Sure, feel free. Move your characters, otherwise they'll be where they'll be.
Should I
So
turn
they're
off-
actually up on a raised platform. It's raised around 20 feet up.
Does that make a difference?
Not for swimming. at all.
Okay, cool.
Just for
it
positioning
may
and
well,
stuff.
Yeah. I
Why
will,
is Indira sideways?
I will
She's swimming!
lash out in the booty then.
Okay. Everyone stop and give me an initiative. Oh, great. Now they're all doing it.
They're swimming!
Badly behaved children.
Oh,
I
okay.
can stop it. I will stop it.
I can stop anytime I can't stop.
But you get a surprise round, Mr. Vale, so why don't you roll that stab roll?
Roll that. Roll that. Roll that. Roll that.
What's this boy doing?
I'm so glad that happened. Do I get advantage on this one? Cause
Yeah!
It's nookie.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I rolled 3 1s. Oof.
Oh no. Luckily you get to roll like 30 dice.
I can get a bit closer. Follow that up with a stab with the Old Faithful. That one wouldn't have advantage.
No. Look at this atmospherics.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. Then you get to take your second turn, because that was a surprise round.
Woohoo!
That's a hit.
That's better.
That's pretty good.
And Old Faithful once again. Old Faithful once again.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah, cool.
Gilwin.
Right then. I can only barely see one of them. Can't I?
Which
From
means
where
you'd
I-
have, let me check, because I can look through your eyes. You can see them. You'd have disadvantage on any kind of ranged attack.
Hmm.
Soz.
That's alright. Hmm.
If only I had a spell to create light.
He's got light on him.
Oh, does he? Oh,
Yeah. He's way ahead of you.
bugger.
It's okay. You can be sarcastic. It doesn't hurt my feelings.
Just being a suck. You are what you kill.
Well, again, I don't want to move without Indira's say so.
She would nod to you and to the coral, the giant coral there.
Ah.
Make an intelligence saving throw.
Ah.
Am I able to prop myself against this, or do I need to be on one of these two sides?
You can prop yourself up against it. It's
Okay.
3-dimensional.
Okay. That's still disadvantage from there, isn't it? I only moved basically.
Yeah. It's because of the amount you can see it, really. Actually, no, it's not disadvantage anymore. You can see it. It's in the dim light, but you can see it. You can see its
Okay.
whole body.
All right. I'm gonna hit it then with guiding bolt.
Please
At first level.
And considering we're being dramatic, why don't I do a little bit of a, there's a little bit of a...
Ooh, would you look at that?
Beautiful.
That's a hit. Yeah, yes, you don't get that every day.
I love this.
Damn, son.
Hadouken!
Yeah, no, the bolt of light pierces through the water that slows you and weighs you all down and crashes into the side of the creature that's barely been able to react after having Vale attack it. It's then going to attack back. It is going to try and grab at you with a claw Vale, but miss to try with the other claw and hit. You don't quite get completely free, but instead of grabbing you by the waist, it grabs you by like the legs. But it does have you grappled right now. It's also going to deal 12 bludgeoning damage to you.
Oh my god, that would have been 24 otherwise.
Yep.
These things don't mess about. Oh, oh no.
Dun dun. Indira.
All right. She's raging. She's swimming.
Whoa! Like a bat out of hell.
One moment she was in my line of vision, the next she'd vanished.
Yeah.
And she's swinging, boys.
Please swing.
She's swimming, and yeah, she's swinging.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
That's a miss.
She's She's swinging again.
Sound brought to you by Mr. Dean Curry. That's also a miss.
Oh, this is why I need advantage, boys.
Noted.
9.
Step down. What's the? Oh, that's a situation. That is.
What we've got there is a situation.
Right, step over here. Oh, is it gonna? Do I use that now and wait for it to come across, or is it just going to target Vale?
Sorry, Vale.
Exactly, that's what I'm debating whether or not to bother with this spell.
See what happens if you let Vale die.
Something my best
Your
friend in the entire
DPS
universe.
I don't want to waste a spell slot potentially when this thing might not even target me. Magical card is just going towards the one that's not currently in combat.
Okie dokus. It's a miss.
It is a miss.
How do you feel about that?
I am rather frustrated, to be completely honest. So I will just also send a card towards Gil and give him a bardic inspiration.
Okie dokie.
I have nothing witty to say about it.
Thank you.
No, but this is a situation, Gil.
Okay. Next up is Vale, who is fighting one of these big crab monsters.
Chunky squids. 1, 2, 3. That's their official name from now on. They're chunky squids.
Chonky squids. I'm into it. That sounds like a candy almost.
It kind of does. Something Willy Wonka would make.
I've got advent. Yeah, I'd be down. Schwung. What?
Don't
Just
encourage
ridiculous.
him.
Can't stop, won't stop.
I want to get off Eravale's wild ride. You kill it. You straight up destroy it. However you want to destroy it, please describe. That's craziness.
Vale starts whirling up with the chain. He starts seeing bubbles as he starts getting it faster and faster, and then blood starts coming out, and slowly you just lose sight of Eravale, and this thing stops moving.
Just a blood mist.
Yeah, how far have I moved? I moved 1, 2, 3. Let's move 1, 2, 3.
Well, aren't we in difficult terrain? So
Yes.
I suppose you.
Oh
could
yeah,
bonus-
no, that's true.
You've got your
guys are-
bonus.
I could dash
action,
to there,
you
yeah.
Could, yeah.
Cool. I my turn.
Gil win.
Gallagher.
Yep.
Bane of the chunky squids.
Whoa. Doubt.
So I assume I can see that guy just as well, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
'Cause
no,
if-
the illuminating illuminating light from the coral all around is actually giving you quite a good view of things like that.
The bioluminescence of
I'm
the
going to
night.
push one more, just to be sure, to be parallel with night. I'm
Okay.
gonna,
You know, I was taking a step in front to protect you in case it came charging at us, but okay, feel free.
I feel brave. I'm going to guiding bolt again.
It's an unwise thing. to
Oh, you
do.
penis! I'm going to
Okay.
look at that.
You've got an inspiration. Remember, D6
Oh, never mind.
Rolls a 1.
probably.
Please don't.
Oh! Can you lock after using inspiration?
Yeah.
Ooh. I'm going to do that then.
Now it's going to be a nat 1 this time.
Thanks, Neil. You asshole.
Or Neil is the luck stealer.
You miss.
I love how it doesn't give you the same as the original guiding bolt. It gives you the same as the original guiding bolt with the inspiration, just to be even like.
Wow.
That's rough stuff.
Bye,
like to
soul man
point-
slot.
I'd like to point out that he said, I feel brave before saying that as well.
Yeah.
You asked for that, to be fair.
Yep. That's the end of my turn. My very effective, useful turn. Uh-oh, here it comes.
Yeah, it's coming to me.
I don't like that.
This is why I almost used an actual spell that would have done me some good. I should have used an actual spell that would have done me some good.
The Chul grabs you.
Cutting
in one
word.
claw.
Cutting words on the attack.
Ooh, roll it. It goes to grab you, coughs up a little, has a bit of trubs, kind of lands awkwardly on the ground because it was swimming. Will attack with its second claw, which hits even better than the first would have.
At least it's not 2.
At least it's not 2. For 7 bludgeoning damage, and you are grappled by it. 9. In the claw.
I'm so sorry.
Indira, thank you so much for playing my game.
Here we go.
That's a hit.
Oh, it was almost an 11. Almost.
Still good damage.
And again.
Ooh.
It's a hit.
Ooh.
Ooh.
With the lightning.
Yes.
Pizzap.
29.
Pretty ace damage, really.
Yeah, pretty good, pretty good. Knight, you are grappled by it. What do you want to do?
Good question. I'm not sure what I want to do.
Run away.
Yeah, yeah. I would like to run away.
You'd have to
Unfortunately,
make an action to break out of the crab claw.
yeah, I suppose I'll have to do that. What is that? It's a strength check.
Mhm.
I
Strength.
use acrobatics.
Strength.
Can I assist somehow?
You could have instead of attacking in your turn.
Fuck, I'm sorry. I wish I had thought of that sooner.
Nah, you dealt loads of damage. That was worth.
Well done.
I'm sure you could make a simple strength check like that.
Yeah, with my 0 mod.
Knight squirms and squirms as the tough armored creature kind of just has its back to Indira, so Indira has to go through like the tough shell, and is much more focused on crunching Knight, and the tendrils from its mouth are like starting to reach around to engulf him.
Yeah, Knight glances at Gil and just says, a little help, please, as inspiration.
With strength. I got you, buddy.
Vale!
It's my turn.
Yes.
Oh boy. 1, 2, 3. I'll dash. 1, 2, 3.
Sorry, lad.
What are the rules on throwing weapons underwater?
You can try.
I'll try.
Disadvantage. Knights didn't have disadvantage because it's magical, but regular daggers would be disadvantage. But hey, maybe you can get enough
Let's give it a go. Oomph.
oomph.
So
No.
close.
Nah, not close actually.
That was close. I could have rolled a 24.
That second die did spend a lot of time on a 12 and then rolled onto a 2 at the last second. So
We don't look at the dice. Dice watch never roll well. Word salad.
Gilwyn,
Okay.
watching your friend get squished up by a giant crab squid.
Let's see here. What we can do for our boy.
It's squeezing his belly and is making more red stuff come out.
Out the butt.
I didn't say where.
It's Monstro all over again.
I mean, I could just try just a straight up strength check to see if I can remove you from it. But I am Gilwyn.
or you can just like try and murder the
So
thing.
the way, what you can do is give your action as a help action, which would give him advantage next time. That's how you meant to do it. Or you can also try and force them out instead. But it's like, I usually make it a harder DC because that's not how you meant to do it.
it, you support bitch. Do it.
I like how Ollie just nods with a serious look on his face. Like, yeah, completely true.
I'm gonna guiding bolt it again. That's my go-to right now.
You didn't guiding bolt it in the first place.
Oh yeah.
Sadness.
Oh, thank God.
That's a hit. Okay, good. I feel less bad memeing when you actually do something with your productivity.
Ah, that dice turned that dice from a 5 into a 1. What a bummer.
Nice. Okay.
The dice doesn't play well with others.
It's a lone wolf dice.
Next up is the Chul, who is going to try and grab at Indira.
Toxic dice. Drags others down with it.
I'm surprised you haven't cutting words this guy more. I've been like, be cool, dude, be cool.
Wow. Can we boot? Is it too late to boot him from the stream?
I wish. And deals 16 bludgeoning damage to you, Indira, and grapples you.
I don't get a dex save?
Some monsters, just if they hit you, they get you. Especially when they have claws.
Alright, so it's only 8, though, for real.
It's only 8
right?
because you're raging. Can you now give me a constitution save?
Sure thing.
Neil.
It has you in one claw, Knight in the other. There's blood weeping from where its shell at the back has been cut open. No, it holds them up separately and kind of leans its head over Indira, and the tendrils kind of start like trying to go into her ears.
Oh no, that's horrible.
And you can
Also
feel
my king.
frickin' poison flooding through, trying to almost affect your mind or your blood. You can't tell, but you resist. Pure rage. And now it's your turn.
Have you ever been so mad that you've been immune to poison?
Yes. It's your
Okay,
turn. You are grappled by it. You can use a action to strength check out if you want.
No, I'm just gonna fucking keep swinging my axe. I'm gonna try to shove my axe in this motherfucker's
You
mouth.
have disadvantage because
That's
you're
fine.
grappled by it.
But don't I also have advantage because
No,
flank?
because actually Knight isn't flanking. I only realized this after your turn because he's also grappled. He's not really giving
I
you
cheated.
a little bit.
I didn't mean to.
No, I know. I didn't realize either, so it doesn't matter. So it would be a disadvantage roll.
Okay.
If you wanted to attack it this time.
Unless you reckless attacked.
Unless you reckless attacked.
I will do that. I will do that.
All arms and
Yes,
kicks and...
I feel like Jafar right now. I'm like, I'm on Aladdin's
Dad,
cave.
stop it.
Oh, it's a hit.
Jafar. Of all masterminds.
And again.
Jafar's a good bit of a mastermind.
Shit!
Oh,
While recklessly swinging and just yelling underwater and trying to... You actually do get your axe lodged in between some of the armored plates, and that's when roaring, the tendrils plunge down your gullet, and you just see her freeze. Just paralyzed in place.
But she's angry. She's mad, right? And you can see her.
Her eyes are
glaring.
and like the electricity is coming out still.
Yeah, can I still do my D6?
No, you're paralyzed.
But I don't need to. I don't need to do anything.
That is an action still. It's a bonus action to trigger it.
God, man. All right.
Unfortunately.
it's difficult to summon lightning when you're gagging on a meaty tendril.
But from what I understood was that this is just like a passive
It
thing.
is a passive thing, but it still takes an action to trigger it. Roleplay wise, it's passive and you're not thinking about it. Gameplay wise, it's a bonus action. Knight, you're grappled, but you're not paralyzed.
Knight was like struggling trying to get out of it. Just sees his tentacles going down Indira's throat. It's like, oh shit, and tries to pull the rapier out and stab it like very awkwardly.
Oh my god.
Disadvantage.
Yeah, obviously.
Good. Disadvantage doesn't hit.
I will. I'll bonus action healing word myself. Just because I need some health.
Yeah.
Don't forget I gave you that potion.
Yeah,
true.
I can't really use it very well when I'm like held like firm.
Vale.
Vale's gonna swim a little bit more forward. Can I attempt to slice those tendrils?
You can.
That-
It'd be a
that-
hard hit, but you could
Be
try.
a higher AC.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is the point where I wish I had heroic effort. Send me that heroic effort, Nori. Let's go.
You got spoilt by 4th edition, the only time that sentence has ever been said. That is a hit.
Right, I'm sneak attacking those tendrils as well.
Yeah. You aim a launch just to cut them off. And they do, and they are kind of uncomfortably are like still in Indira, but wiggling. And you see some start to grow back, but it does recoil back, and blood thick, viscous blood pours from its mouth, because, you know, when it gets really dark and thick.
Bill Senpai. Help me.
I'm gonna stab it with Old Faithful as well. And shout to Gilwyn. Gilwyn, blast it with something!
Oh, man. That made me remember something. Gilwyn,
Oh, no.
your turn.
No ink cloud.
It
Okay.
wouldn't even be, like, unreasonable.
No, it wouldn't. Chunky squid, of course they're gonna have ink.
We should have gone around to the other side, Vale, so I could shatter it.
Well, you're just gonna have to do, aren't you, Dean? Fucking shatter it already. It's made of crab, it's chitinous.
It's made of crab.
I kind of want to guiding bolt it again, though. It's a good spell. Plus, it helps you out.
It's a good
Yeah.
spell when you're hit.
I'm doing it. At 2nd level as well. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Luck?
Look it,
I'm
please.
looking at it then, I guess. Fine.
How many lucks do you have left?
1.
Good.
That's not.
I cannot handle the cuck that Dean is visiting upon me today.
The guiding bolt launches from your loot and into the rock above the door frame, and there's a moment where like all the unstable rock shakes. You're like, oh. It's close. It's close to all coming down.
Oh my goodness me.
Speaking of, unless you want to move or do anything.
No. I'm gonna stay right where I am.
Get a pleading look.
The
from
Chul is going to just let go of Indira. She's paralyzed. She's not much of a threat right now. And try to... Yeah, exactly. Completely, like, in the same raging position, but just slowly floating away.
Anymore in Infinity War.
And we'll try to claw at Vale.
Last cutting words. Last bardic inspiration spent. To help
Okay.
that.
Roll it.
Thank you. What do you say? That's the question. He just like turns and its head just goes.
It turns and you see its beady little eyes look at you, and then it just turns. And Knight, can you give me a Constitution save, please?
Oh, for God's sake.
Oh dear.
Then it
I can try.
mimics that voice, Dean, and it goes as it squeezes knife.
I can try.
And its tendrils regrow enough to plunge into Knight's ears, and you see Knight also paralyzed in place. Indira, you're paralyzed. You don't get any kind of save or
Sure
resistance at
am.
all.
Hey, Vale, at least now we don't have to get him stuffed.
Vale!
Please, I would like to hit this boy.
It's a hit.
There we go. Give me that.
Please, Mr.
Give me that
Dungeon
sneak
Master.
attack. Please. I'm so tired of carrying these scrubs. They said they were level 5.
Level
I
6.
really shouldn't have been conservative with those spell slots on my first turn. It really came back to haunt me.
And
The old dungeon.
seeing as it's still not dead,
No.
I'm gonna hit it with the Old Faithful. Please die.
Are you?
Yes.
That's
Please,
a hit.
Please die.
It's not a kill. But the Chul is looking considerably injured. It's crumpled. It's barely managing to hold on to Knight. In fact, actually kind of lets go in a similar way that it has to Indira.
Ended
Black blood
Gilwin.
goes all around it. Gilwin, it's your turn. It's now or never.
All right. Oh wait, hang on. The last guiding bolt I did was it? I have one soul mender slot left.
Yes.
I'm gonna guiding bolt it.
Your hit rate on that spell is atrocious.
It's because he's casting it from a loot underwater. That is a miss.
What? Oh dear.
That is so cute.
The Chul is going.
He's also stuck to me.
Oh.
The Chul is going to attack at Vale. Twice. What's your AC, Vale? 20 right now? Okay. Rolled a 19.
Oh my god.
And then a 23.
I'm uncanny dodging that.
Good idea. It deals 8 damage to you, which will be halved, and does grapple you. What do you want to do?
Is it my turn?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Which means that I would roll with disadvantage. Or I could take an action to get out. I'll take an action to try and get out. What would it be?
Strength check.
Athletics, acrobatics.
Strength.
Is it really? Just a fucking flat strength?
Raw strength.
Man, grapples don't work that way. On humans. You know,
No,
like
I know,
humans
yeah.
doing You know what
That's why in other systems
This
they
thing
don't do
is kind
this.
of jelly, though. So I don't feel like any kind of wriggling is going to help you out much.
Gilwin sees Vale trying to pull out of the Chul's claw.
Vicious mockery it to death. Go on, Gilwin.
What? The Chul is injured, oozing blood into a cloud around it, but seems bent on squeezing the last light out of Vale first. What do you do?
I'm going to cast Shatter right there.
Oh no.
Rip Indira.
Finally, we cast Shatter.
Yeah, but Indira being paralyzed means she automatically fails. So she's going to take damage from it.
That's fine. Do it.
It
Does-
fails.
Does Indira have resistance to thunder, or is it only lightning?
Only lightning, I think.
Let me check.
But that's worth a check.
Lightning.
And with a pulse of sound under the water, it's blown apart into its components, filling the water with blood and brackish black stuff.
Pardon me.
With that, with 2 of your party paralyzed statues, we are going to wrap it up real quick like. Why don't we start with the person who has things to do and therefore is the most valuable and important member of us, Doxy.
I actually don't have things to do. Everything got canceled for tonight, so I'm just going to stream later anyway.
Oh, that's good then.
Quote
Yeah.
Dale Rick. Mathis has a constitution score of 6.
Hey, that's my joke. God damn it.
Hello, everyone.
Peeved.
I am Zero Doxy. I'm disgusting. You can follow me at ZER0DOXY at twitch.tv or youtube.com.
What are you going to be streaming later?
Yeah, I'm going to stream tonight.
What
show.
What are you doing?
Graveyard Keeper.
Did you start a new Graveyard Keeper game?
Earlier,
point?
yeah. Yeah.
I missed that,
Like-
but I'm
like
glad you
last
did because
week.
it's a good game. And I like watching you play it. I like also watching Ian. He doesn't stream. I just have cameras.
Okay, unplugging my webcam. I am Ian, aka Arvine, False Pretenses resident Weeb Empress. At me with Jarviskjir stuff. I love Jarviskjir. I play far too much in it. At me with anime stuff because I'm lonely and need validation.
Someone else who's lonely and need validation. Our
Don't
resident
say it.
bard, Dean Cuddy. Too easy. Too easy. No point.
You see, I set them up, you knock them down.
Hello,
We
everybody.
usually go the other way around.
I've been streaming a lot more on Twitch lately, so if you follow me at twitch.tv/DeanCutty, you can see me hopefully soon on there playing Legend of Dragoon and 2000 PlayStation classic RPG hidden gem. It's good, but not very. But it's all right. It's no. And also on Friday, I'm uploading a video to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/DeanCutty. It's
Dean
a proper
Cuddy
review.
original. Oh.
None of this
And
bollocks.
last but most certainly least,
Sad.
probably my best friend, Neil.
Hi, I'm Neil. You can find me on the Discord at Naghite or on Twitter at Naghite_. And you can at me and ask me all sorts of questions to do with Jarviskjir or other questions like, how do you carry those scrubs? The answer is I roll a lot of nat 20s.
Frigging amazing luck. Although I do have a screenshot of the
No,
double
not
nat
true.
ones with advantage.
Did roll double nat ones with advantage on Monday.
That's why I ended up with so many 20s this time.
Yeah, I think that
It is
was that you
actually
had
what
really
happened,
bad luck
yeah.
on
My
Monday.
low game real low there, so I blew it up extra high.
Yeah.
All right, and then the last, so the best, me, twitch.tv/OllyRant. If you're new here, I do 2 Jarviskjir streams in the same setting. There's this one that starts at 7 p.m. GMT, and then on Sundays at midnight GMT, there is another one that's happening on the other side of the world, but at more or less the same time. If you like Jarviskjir, the show is supported by Patreon, and there's a whole extra podcast game that stars both Neil and Ian. So if you like them, listen to them. Make words with their mouths, in character.
I'm even more of an obnoxious asshole. than
Even worse than Vale, yes.
that. Times 10.
And
I'm an even nicer and more nervous little...
yeah, no, exactly. More mean, more nice.
Yeah.
If you want to watch Ian be a mum for like 3 hours every week, that's the podcast you want to do, because there's a party member who is a kobold, and of course Ian looks after her.
Yeah.
There's also a Vampire the Masquerade podcast on there as well. Both of those are available for $5 or more on Patreon. But there's also the stuff for my art and other stuff if you support, including raffles occasionally, which I'm going to be working on the New Year raffle some point soon. I also stream other stuff. I'm mostly doing my Pokemon project at the moment, where I'm turning Pokemon into D&D monsters. I just finished the Kanto starters, so next up are like the couple of kind of shitty ones before you get to the interesting ones, like the bugs and the rats and stuff. I like, actually.
No
like,
dissing Rattata. Rattata is awesome.
Rattata sucks. But I'm quite fond of Weedle
Raticate,
and
though.
stuff.
Hyperfang is a...
Raticate is pretty good early game.
I need to figure out how I'm gonna draw those. But when I'm not doing art streams, I am currently playing either Pokemon Let's Go or more often modded Minecraft, which is a really good chill old time. I might even play some more of that after this stream. Watch this space, unless you got something else to do, in which case do that. So that's it. See you here next week, where the stunning conclusion to the story. What will happen to our daring heroes?
Oh no.
Oh no.
That was the best time.
Okay.
That's not a conclusion!
To be fair, you had none of those the entire game.
Yeah,
I can't
There's
control
one
my
small
internet.
one.
My internet controls me. I'm going now. Goodbye.
I'm going now.
Goodbye.
Wait, is this Bilbo? Where's the ring?